Okay.
Worst case is botulism. Right, today we're going to show you how to make iced coffee. You know, what I like about iced coffee is that it's cold and you can drink it. And you know, hot coffee might make you a little sleepy because it's so like soothing and warm, but iced coffee will really kick you awake. So that's what we're going to try today. Here's what we need. We need a ball jar, lid attachment, coffee. We're using Brooklyn Roasting Crew. No roasting date on this. Just worth noting. We got a 1 cup measure, we got a 4 cup measuring cup, and we got our coffee grinder here. All right, so that's going to be our first step. We're going to grind these beans. Everything's everywhere. It's a mess. Now, normally at home, I'd be using, you know, you can use a burr grinder. You can grind by hand. You can grind electrically. Get the one with the fancy weight, whatever. We're just going to use this electric grinder here, and we're going to measure out 1 cup of beans. This is a 1/2 cup, so this is not enough beans. Can I use some of your beans? We're going to use some of Aaron's beans. Thanks, Aaron.
No problem.
You're not supposed to talk. Don't talk. Do you know what brand these are? We're doing a vertical shoot, I just realized. Should we switch to horizontal? Or should I start over? All right, we're going to do a horizontal shoot now. Finish up, top off this single cup of beans. Now you're going to use 1 cup for 4 cups of water. That's a 1-to-4 ratio. Let me close this. All right. Pour these in the grinder. Too many beans. Damn it. We're doing okay. Doing okay. I'm just gonna use the 4 beans, right? Great. You know, put enough in, fill it to the top, don't overfill it. Then we get the lid on. We're gonna give these a gentle pulse. We want these to be the consistency of like a rough cornmeal. Get a look at that. Bring it in, Aaron. It's a little too chunky, so we're gonna go a couple more times. All right, that looks a little bit better. You got a couple big grains. We're not gonna worry about it too much. So that goes in your ball jar. This is the hand method that I like to use because I don't have a large, what's it called? Funnel. Grind the rest of our beans. Lively here in the kitchen today. Wait for the crying. And that looks perfect. That's a beautiful grind on there. Pour the rest of these beans in. And now we got our beans. So the next step is we're going to add our water. So I'm just going to go over to the sink and get some water. We're going to fill this up to the 4 cups line here. Takes forever. My arm's shaking because it's too heavy. All right, we got 4 cups of water. We're going to bring it over here. And we're going to add our water into our coffee beans. You can go slow. You can go fast, you can go however you like. I like to go medium. And it's going to come right up to the top. It might even go over the top a little bit. Oh, I gotta get one more thing. Come with me, I'm going to get a knife. To stir. That's going to help us make sure all the beans get nice and saturated. Because you want that caffeine extraction, right? One other thing about cold brew is you get better caffeine extraction because you're doing it over a long period of time at a low temperature. Now some people say, why would you make cold brew when you could just make iced coffee? Well, the reason is, when you make hot coffee and you pour it over ice, it's going to oxidize. when that hot coffee hits the ice. And that's going to give you that astringent flavor, that kind of dirty, you know, stale cigarette flavor. So instead, you make the cold brew, you're going to extract it. You're going to get less oxidation, you're going to get a better overall flavor, and you're going to get the higher caffeine extraction. All right, so now we've got our cold brew. We're going to put it in the fridge. And we're going to leave that for 12 to 18 hours. The longer you leave it, you'll get a little better extraction. You know, there's some different science on that. Some people say after a certain amount of time you're not going to get more. Some people say the longer you leave it, the darker and more strong it'll taste. So I'm going to go a full 18 hours, I think. All right, so it's been a day, a little more than a day, and we're going to finish making our cold brew. We're going to come over here, and we're going to take it from the fridge. Now this has been steeping for 12 to 16 hours. That's not true. This has been steeping for like 30 hours, which is probably too much, but we're just going to see what we get here. Now what you need for this step is a bowl, and a mesh strainer will work. We've got this thing, and that's enough actually. You can do just a mesh strainer, but it might be a little grainy, so I'm actually also going to use a coffee filter. Now we're just going to strain the cold brew, and then it'll be ready to go.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
And then we just run it through. Now the thing about the coffee filter is it's going to take a little bit longer just because it's finer. So it drips through a little slower. But I think it's worth it. Yeah, so we're just switching out to a different filter because this one was going extremely slow. This filter from the coffee machine here might be a little quicker. And the other thing that I'm going to do now is we're going to strain it on the way in so we don't clog up the coffee filter with all the grounds. And so, oh yeah, this is running like a dream. We'll see if it's gritty, but. All right, and now we're just going to wash this out and we're going to pour the cold brew back in here. And then normally I would have a cup right now, but it is 8 o'clock at night. So probably we'll have to come back tomorrow to try out a cup of this brew. All right, so now we've got our strained brew. It's a song title or something. And we're gonna pour this in here. Now this is gonna be a tricky art. I might do this over the sink. Ooh, nice pour. All right. And tomorrow morning, we're gonna drink some cold brew. I'll see you then. Last step. Cup of coffee. Oh, sorry. Tall glass of ice. We're gonna fill it maybe up to there with coffee. Still a little bit.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
And then I'm gonna dilute it with a little bit of water. Because these are pretty strong. Give it a little mix.
What do you want on your toast?
Not too bad. Steeped a little too long, not the best beans.
Here, Mommy, put the butter. It's better.
But I got my own cold brew right here. I just want to go outside.